Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, pop 'em right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions when my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send you to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the dice before you let them roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in there. Doom hits the sun god, bringing some light. Now watch your mood switch, hieroglyphs when writing scripts. Now my stable conquering, conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Chill. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rock Omar. We back. Very special episode. It's episode 100. 100. Feels good. I finally got episode 100 knocked out. Took a couple of months hiatus. So I came back last night, did episode 99. Feels good to be back. Circumstances, I was working morning job and I was tired. I wouldn't make it to midnight, but things changed and just knocked out 99 last night, 100 tonight. So appreciate all the love. Of course, coming in on the song, I love hearing that joint all the time. That's my homie right there, Silent Hill 40 Water. Him and the homie J. Leo, Pamela W. There, you see it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Y'all go follow them boys on YouTube. Check them out for sure. I am the man, Juan Calmar. Welcome to I.O.W. Sports Late Night Al Edition. Yeah. Appreciate our love and support. Like I said, y'all go over to the website, www.iof19.com. That is the website. You can get all the information you need on anything I.O.W. Sports or I.O.W. Network related. We there. If go make sure go follow the Facebook page. You see it right there, scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. You can also follow us on Twitter. We over there as well. See it scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And then we on Instagram too. Go on over there, follow us, show us some love there. Most importantly, you'll see us scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Y'all go get the I.O.W. Network app, dope app. We got a lot of content on there from, of course, I.O.W. Sports, I Often Wonder Podcast, LJ Presents, Airs Paradoxica, White Vault, all kind of podcasts on there. Dirty Hills podcast on there. So if you like wrestling, that's on there. And then a lot of great music, a lot of dope music. From mainstream and independent artists. So we love putting some artist music on there who's trying to get their grind on. Hey, when they blow up, y'all can say y'all heard it on the I.O.W. Network app. So go cop the app. But
for the next 55 minutes, let's do what we came here to do, y'all. So if you up late night with your boy, hop on in the comments, chop it up with me. We gonna talk some sports. A lot of NBA action going on. I'm kind of got the Lakers and the Suns in the background, and look like the Lakers are about to go 0-2 to start off the year. I don't know everybody's gonna freak out. All the Lakers, you get all these veterans and Russell Westbrook and Dwight Howard's back and this and Rondo's back and got Melo and oh well, you guys supposed to be the favorites and they're not looking like the favorites right now, but it's 2 games in, y'all. Don't freak out. But one thing that I did see in the game, you're seeing a little frustration with the Lakers. I don't know what caused it, but you see Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard getting in the shoving match, like legit shoving match. Was Anthony Davis felt compelled to push Dwight Howard. I don't, look, y'all, it's too early in the year to be, frustrated like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the cause of this? So I'm pretty sure you'll hear some kind of headlines in the next couple of days. At least they what's up, Youngo? What's up, man? Hey, Youngo, man, I had to take a quick little break, man. I was at work. Life got in the way, man. So I'm back, man. I did episode 99 last night. I'm back, man. How you been, my king? I hope everything been good with you, man. Youngo Pae, one of the always followed when I was doing the late night show. Man, I'm glad you came in and comment, man. It gives me a chance to know that everything's going good in your world, man. But I hope everything's on the up and up with you, man. Hope you survive in this old crazy COVID world. But no, I mean, look, the Lakers, man. I don't know what's going on with them. Stephanie, how you doing? We on episode 100, Steph. We on 100. Um, like I said, you got shoving matches between Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis, who's supposed to be at least Anthony Davis is going to be one of your primary pieces of your success, and all of a sudden, him and Dwight Howard is shoving, and Phoenix is putting the whooping on the Lakers right now. My TV's a little slow right now, but right now, 97-72. I'm pretty sure that's not the correct score, but they are getting absolutely demolished. But I'll get back to the Lakers in just a second and some basketball talk. Of course, this just happened not too long ago, probably in the last 20 minutes. Dusty Baker and the Houston Astros are headed to the World Series, punching their ticket, winning the AL pennant, defeating the Boston Red Sox 4-2 in that series. Went to Game 6 tonight. Look, let's give Dusty Baker his props. He's the ninth manager in Major League Baseball history to win an AL and an NL pennant. And I also saw that Dusty Baker is probably one of the only managers that have taken 5 different franchises to the playoffs. So let's hand clap to Dusty Baker, man. Shout out Dusty Baker. Man, he's getting up there in age. Dusty Baker's definitely a older coach, but I give him props. He's managed to stand the test of time in baseball world. You know what I'm saying? A lot of baseball. He's seen a lot of baseball. But no, shout out to Dusty Baker. I don't know how everybody feels about the Astros being in the finals, not the finals, World Series. Especially after they had the little cheating scandal. but it's not their fault. They still got to continue to run an organization, and I blame it on baseball, Major League Baseball. They really didn't punish them. They didn't strip them of that championship or anything. They kind of made it seem like it's all right. They gave them really a slap on the wrist of that organization. Still got the banners up, still got the trophy from 2017 or 2018. I can't remember what year. Probably 2017. Um, and still in the front office. So look, it's whatever. Uh, we'll see what happens, who they face. It'll either be the Atlanta Braves. They do have a chance to clinch the NL pennant tomorrow night. Um, I believe it's game 5. No, game 6. Game 6 in Atlanta tomorrow. They're up 3-2 on the Dodgers. And they need to close it out because this is 2 years in a row that they were up 3-1 in the series, in the championship series against the Dodgers. Last year, Dodgers came back, of course. Dodgers end up being the eventual World Series champions. So look, if I'm a Braves fan, please don't do this to us. Because look, Atlanta can't take that city cannot take any more collapses in sports. you, can we be honest? You can't. And the city of Atlanta, for sports fans, will always be on suicide watch when it comes to damn championship games or anything with of high significance. I mean, damn, what Super Bowl 90, was it 99 when they the Dirty Birds, Jamal Anderson, and them Andre Rison. No, he went on there. I'm tripping. Was it Chandler? Was it Scott Chandler, the quarterback? So Dirty Bird, against Terrell Davis, they got waxed in the Super Bowl. Of course, 2016. I mean, Patriots, Falcons. They up 25, 23 points in the third quarter. And speaking of collapsing, man, that franchise hasn't been able to get right since. Oof. We'll probably discuss some Falcons later on. We'll get to some Week 7 NFL previews, but and damn, I mean, what other collapses have they had in Atlanta sports wise? I mean, they've had they've had several. Even the Falcons when they collapsed, was that last year in that Cowboys game before Dak got hurt? They collapsed that one. I mean, the Atlanta Braves need to finish this off for the sake of their fans in that city. They're tired of coming up short in those significant games. Like, they're tired of it. They gotta be. I mean, they're like, ugh, here we go again. I'm willing to put money. All them Braves fans are like, here we go again. Please, no, Lord, don't do it to us. If I'm a Braves fan, I'm whatever God you pray in, whatever rituals you got, like if you got a little voodoo dial or some shit. Well, this helps out. So I did see that Max Scherzer, the pitcher for the Dodgers, right? Who, if you don't know who that is, you can Google him. He's very good, very good, and he was just announced not too long ago, probably like in the last 20 minutes. He got scratched for the game tomorrow, so the Braves probably will see. They will see a different pitcher. It's going to be a good pitcher, probably not to level of Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer is literally one of the elite pitchers in Major League Baseball. So Braves catch a break. Now there you go. You got something that goes your way, Braves. Capitalize. You got to take advantage of this. You don't have to see the Mad Max. You better take care of your business. Because after that, not a lot of baseball fans are going to give you a lot of some passes on this. They're not gonna give you a lot of leeway on this. Go get it. Finish the job, dog. Finish the job. Sometimes as a sports fan, that's one of the things that drives you crazy. You be like, just finish the job. Come on. Anyway, so that's a little baseball talk. Hey, sports is in full swing right now. I love being a sports fan right now. If you I mean, World Series is going to start within the next week for baseball. Um, Hockey started a couple of weeks back. Basketball just started their regular season this week. We're in the week 7 of NFL. Of course, you got college football. College basketball is going to start up soon. I mean, you can't be upset as a sports fan. You always got something to watch every day, somewhere. They play in sports everywhere. I mean, every day. I mean, it's getting so crazy. They're doing college football on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I, but I watch that stuff, especially on Tuesday and Wednesdays. It usually be the Mid American Conference, the MAC. Like your Central Michigans and Northern Illinois and stuff like that. Bowling Green, Akron. But they be playing some good football though. But NBA's in full swing, and of course, some of the biggest topics. I touched on Ben Simmons' situation last night. And Steffi, Florida State. And now I love Florida State back in the days when I was growing up. I was a huge I wasn't old enough to see Deion Sanders play, but Deion Sanders is my favorite football player of all time. But he did go to FSU. But when I was watching college football, I was watching Warwick Dunn. Warwick Dunn was at Florida State. Uh, I saw a little bit of Charlie Ward when he playing quarterback. Of course, Peter Warwick. Cats like that. That's when I was definitely heavy into Florida State. I wanted to go, but it didn't work out. I went somewhere else to college. But Florida State, yeah. And I'm a Chiefs fan, so I would have fit right in because we do the same thing. We do that little Seminole chop. So, but no, uh, Florida State, man, they especially in football. Um, Man, they got to get back to the glory days. Of course, rest in peace to Bobby Bowden. He passed away this year. Um, that program just needs a restoration. It needs to get restored back to its glory days. It happens. It happens. You can't always be on top. Um, what makes certain programs great is that they're able to always adjust with the times, and those are the ones that are successful. We'll see. I think it just takes the right coach, right culture, and of course you got to have some good recruiting. So if you're not able to recruit the top guys, that uses doesn't help you out either. Got to get the recruit, especially in college ball. College football is easier. College basketball is going to get harder to recruit. You got all these other leagues. That gives these young athletes a chance to make money now. I think it's the Overtime Elite is one, and then I know the G League has one. So these guys got other opportunities to make money instead of going to college, and now that you can get the name, image, and likeness contracts, but if you can make a certain amount of money, it's just a different alternative now. So college basketball is their landscape is changing. If anybody has paid attention, Roy Williams retired at Carolina. Coach K already announced that this is going to be his last year. That's for a reason, because the college basketball landscape is about to change. Recruits, you can still get some top recruits, but more than likely, some of your top recruits they just got different avenues to get to the pros, especially if you got the G League, who's pretty much a subdivision league for the NBA. That's more of a direct um, line to get to the NBA for some of these young cats. Because in the G League, you're going to face some guys that's had some time in the NBA, so you're going to face some NBA talent. So if you can hang with them and stand the test of time with them, that fast tracks you to the NBA. Then I would say, why not? Um, But one of the biggest news in basketball, I know I get off track. It's all good, and that's what we're here for. We got another 40 minutes to talk it up. It's all right, man. So this Ben Simmons situation, I kind of talked about it last night, and what I said last night. Both parties are at fault for this. Ben Simmons is at fault because he needs to be professional. Um, you obviously struggle at being a jump shooter, struggle at being a free throw shooter, and you just struggle overall on shooting the ball. I mean, go back to the play in the playoffs where Ben Simmons is 6'11", 250, 230 uh, uh, pounds, and you're scared to take a quick little easy layup or dunk over a 5'9", 5'10", 128-pound Trey Young. That there's something mental going on, and he said he wasn't mentally ready to return and play basketball. That was kind of one of the newest developments today. Now, if you weren't mentally ready, I understand that. I do. I'm one of the biggest advocates on always maintaining your sanity, your mental part of your life. Uh, Being able to keep your sanity and not get so wrapped into your head, and when things get cloudy, when to put the brakes on life, and walk, not walk away, but just take a pause from life, and gather yourself, and come back a little bit more mentally stronger. So I'm an advocate of that. But lead with this. You wait till you've been dragging the franchise through the mud, and the franchise has been kind of dragging you through the mud, and now you show up and get kicked out of practice, then you get suspended, and then uh, now it's coming out you're not mentally ready. No, let's not wait till a lot of mess has already happened. Let's not wait till the Desperate Housewives of Philadelphia happens. The whole drama. Let's not wait till all that unfolds to say, mentally, I'm not ready. Sometimes it's okay to be truthful with how you're feeling, and to be okay with people's reaction. It is what it is. If you're not mentally ready, just lead with that. But you're not taking care of your business as a professional, working on your craft to be a better basketball player. That doesn't help yourself, doesn't help the franchise. You say you don't want to be there, but it's kind of hard to trade you. The film is out on you, Ben Simmons. You're a limited player. You're good at defending. You can pass the ball, but offensive wise, you're a liability. That book is written on you, and that's because you haven't done as your professional duty that you should owe to yourself to change that narrative of what people think about you. You know, I don't care I don't care what people say about me, but I know if people have a certain perception of me and I don't agree with it, then there's something that I need to look at and be like, well, why are people getting this perception about me? So sometimes that's just part of life. People gotta understand that you know you have to present what you want people to see you as. And if you don't want people to present that you're a lazy bum, Ben Simmons, and don't care about your craft, then give them a reason not to think that way. So he's at fault for that. Now, what an organization is fault at is that after that playoff loss to the Atlanta Hawks, it did kind of seem like Joel Embiid took a shot and kind of threw Ben Simmons under the bus, and it's not like I interpreted what Doc said that it made it seem like it was about Ben. And look, Ben was only a piece of the reason why the Sixers didn't advance in the playoffs last year. He's just a piece. There's a whole picture of things that didn't go their way on why they didn't advance. So I thought that was a little unfair for that organization to represent that kind of tone, to be interpreted like that. Um, and another reason why that franchise is at fault is when you see a guy who is not showing he wants to improve his craft, you don't reward him with a contract extension that keeps you hogtied to this man. You're paying a lot of money for a guy that's limited and didn't show that a contract extension was warranted. You did that as a franchise. Um, and the whole time you had him in a 76ers uniform, you kind of been complicit with his behavior. He doesn't feel the need to improve because nobody told him or held him accountable to improve. But you rewarded him with a contract extension. So it can logically be a reason that he feels it wasn't necessary to improve because you paid him. That was proof that what he was doing was good enough. Things like that can be interpreted like that. So uh, you guys both kind of started this mess. And then, looking at the game tonight, of course, Ben Simmons wasn't there, but Sixers was hanging in there with Brooklyn. I'm not saying he would be a determining factor on on if they would have won or not, but how good of a defender he is. If you put him on Kevin Durant, you put him on James Harden, maybe that's a lot of maybe there's some scoring that doesn't happen. There's a possibility. We can always shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'm willing to base off of the facts that Ben Simmons is a good defender. He if he shuts down Kevin Durant or James Harden, they could possibly win that game. He's still a liability on offense. You got to take the good with the bad. Got to take with the good to the bad. That's just life. So I don't know if he would have made that difference. I don't know if going forward in the season. Of course, it's 2 games in for most teams in the NBA. It's a lot of basketball left. Probably 80, 81 games left for all these teams. So there's a lot that can happen. But even on that game tonight with the Nets, look at the Nets. Of course, there's no Kyrie Irving because of the New York State mandate. Um, they didn't allow him to be with the team because of the mandate. Blase, blase, blah blah blah. Yeah, we get the story. But it's not like the Nets look dead in the water without Kyrie. They don't. Um, are they? I do think they're beatable without Kyrie. Uh, if you have Kyrie, obviously you can say they're a favorite. Yeah, everybody's gonna say that. I get that, but without Kyrie, they're not a terrible team. You're just one less dynamic scorer. You had 3, now you're just down to 2. Most teams ain't got 1. You know what I'm saying? Not every team in the NBA. There's 30 teams in the NBA. And not all 30 teams have one dynamic scorer. You may have a good scorer, but I'm talking about dynamic. I'm talking about Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant. All 3 are dynamic scorers. They're liable to go off and give you 20 in a quarter. That's what I'm talking about, dynamic, where it's like a flip of a switch and it's on. And when it's on, you can't turn it off. Not all 30 teams got that. Nets had 3. So now you're just down to 2, but I just feel that they are beatable still. because regardless of whether it's 3 or 2, uh, you're still losing some dynamicness that comes with Kyrie Irving. So I propose a question: trade him. I'm pretty sure another team that doesn't have the same New York State mandate would be glad to take him. Could possibly change the franchise around. You don't know. I mean, you got to ask these questions. You got to think about it. What does Brooklyn do in this situation? A guy can't play. Do you just sit there, sitting at home? Do you get value for him now? Because the contract extension apparently was in the talks before the decision was made that he won't play. Do you still wait till next year? Apparently, because he probably won't play this year. Get value for him. You could possibly build your future. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed if the Nets trade Kyrie Irving to another team that doesn't have the same New York State mandate and get some kind of future compensation for that. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't at all. I don't know if they do that, but eventually they're gonna. I mean, Brooklyn's gonna have to pay a lot of people. So I don't see why you wouldn't at least think about it. Otherwise, there's a contract extension that's going to need to be delivered, and more than likely, it's going to be a max. So eventually, you're going to have a roster with 3 max players on it, and probably little to no wiggle room to build around those 3. Or you can just have 2 max players and have more wiggle room to build around it. You got to think about it. I, as a general manager of the Nets, would think about it for sure. I would. But no. Who's everybody's surprise team this year in the NBA? I got a couple. The Bulls look good. Who I think might actually make some noise, and I'm gonna ride with the Hornets again. Uh, Look, it's crazy to believe this, but I thought I would never say this 5 years ago. I think Lonzo Ball might be able to resurrect his career. Um, or the Lakers situation didn't work out. Uh, he did get better in New Orleans, but still wasn't the right fit. I like the move to get him to Chicago. I like what Chicago's doing. Um, they're I don't think they're gonna blow the doors off you, but I think they're gonna be tough and gritty. So I would keep my eyes on Chicago. And then, with the Hornets, I think if you don't have the wrist injury to LaMelo Ball last year, I think they're probably almost maybe a 6 seed last year instead of being in that play-in tournament. Um, I just like the chemistry that they got down there in Charlotte. Uh, they still need to make sure you keep building around LaMelo. I think he's going to be well, he got Rookie of the Year last year, so I'm not going to say he's going to be in MVP talks this year, but um, he'll probably get an honorable mention. Honorable mention. Mark it down. LaMelo Ball gets an honorable mention in MVP talks. Honorable mention. Y'all remember that. So let's come back to this around June. But no, Hornets and Bulls, and Chicago Bulls. I'm gonna keep my eyes out on those 2 teams because I like what they did in the offseason, especially in Chicago. And then you get better usually after a spectacular rookie season. So because you've seen how the NBA game flows. You're used to it now. But no, I definitely think those two teams are going to be damn good. And then the Lakers, I'm a Lakers fan. This game's pretty much about to be over real soon. Lakers are just I don't know. Like I said earlier in the show, they look a little dysfunctional early. With the pushing and the shoving between Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis. So they got to get that corrected. And they just got to gel. They just got to gel. Uh, that's all that is. It takes time. It takes time. Let's move on to some football, y'all. Of course, week 7 of the NFL is going to happen. Kicked off last night. Broncos losing again. That's their 4th loss in a row. Broncos started 3-0. You played the powder puff teams. You beat the Jets. You beat the Jaguars, and you beat the Giants. Whoop de damn do. Now look at you. You get stiffer competition, and y'all guys are coming down to earth quickly. Vangio's going to be gone. Uh, he better hope he can make even halfway through the season. The way that this has collapsed been going, he was already on the hot seat, in my opinion. That Denver offense is just stagnant. That's been their problem. Stagnant, stagnant, stagnant. Von Miller walked off with an apparent leg injury. They better hope that's not serious, because that's the last thing you need is your best player on your team and on the best side of the football, not on the field. Well, look, let's move on to some other games quick preview before we get up out of here. Of course, you got the, my squad, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Tennessee Titans, 1:00 game. And look, here's the keys to the victory. I'm telling you now, keys to victories. Chiefs, you know what's on the other side on that defense. Now, when you see that big 22, Derrick Henry, got to gang tackle him. You have to gang tackle him. This matchup for the Titans is a beautiful matchup because they are one of the top rushing teams with one of the top rushers in the NFL going against the worst rush defense. So they're looking to be a kid in the candy store, and that's going to be the key to victory. If Chiefs are able to slow Derrick Henry down, they have a chance to make sure that they walk out with a victory. Obviously, uh, people aren't worried about the Chiefs' offense. Obviously, they had to, chill out on the turnovers. You take out the Chiefs' turnovers, and their numbers are astronomical. Their numbers are astronomical as it is right now. They're a top 3 offense. Take the turnovers away, they're on pace to blow out records with yardage and scoring, literally. But they keep shooting themselves in the foot on offense. Got to correct that. Very uncharacteristic of that offense. They correct that, and man, I'm telling you, they're not even worried about their defenses because they've already outscored their opponent by 14 points already, by 2 possessions. But that's not the case right now. So until they can stop the turnovers and the defense can actually slow other teams down, I think this is Kansas City though. That's what it's been with Andy Reid. Opportunistic defense. That defense needs to cause turnovers and get sacks. Otherwise, they're going to give up yardages, historical yardage, left and right. That's just what it is. Of course, I picked the Chiefs. That's not being a homer. Is was that AFC Championship game 2019 year they won the Super Bowl. They did show that they can slow down Derrick Henry. He had like 65, 67 rushing yards. So they've shown that they can do it. The question is, are they going to be able to do it this Sunday? That's the question. Look, Tennessee's keys to victory, Derrick Henry. That's it. If they get him going, that gets Tannehill going on the bootleg and the play action, and then get it to AJ Brown and Julio Jones. You got the pieces on offense. You just got to make sure the engine is running right, and the engine is 22 Derrick Henry. That's your only key to victory. Look, that's just what it is. Washington, the Washington football team. I'm so used to calling the Washington football team. I know they keep talking about making a name change again, but I'm used to calling them the football team now. They got the Packers. Quick note on that: I did see some of these congressmen. They might step in into that situation about the probe on the Washington football organization. Um, that John Gruden fire was the tip of the iceberg. He was a fall guy. Mark my words. John Gruden was a fall guy. If a lot of these emails get released, heads is going to roll. Heads is going to roll. We'll keep an eye on that for sure. Look, Washington is just they're just not good this year. Playoff team last year put up a good fight against Tampa Bay. Probably the only challenge Tampa Bay had last year in the playoffs. Pass rush was excellent, non-existent this year. They're not getting the sacks, not getting the rush, and then the offense is hit or miss. They're not consistent. Um, yeah, I don't see how they win this game in Green Bay. I'll be shocked if they do. I know Green Bay's been playing with fire, but uh, no. Washington, dude, you just had Patrick Mahomes last week. You get Aaron Rodgers this week. Damn, I feel sorry for that defense. Yeah, they're going to get beat again. Sorry for that. Um, Falcons, Dolphins. Look, I'm rolling with the Falcons. Look, either trade Tua, get rid of him, and do something. You guys are showing all the signs that you don't believe in them. How many times I got to hear the rumor that Deshaun Watson might be a Dolphin? When there's smoke, there's fire. If that report keeps coming up every now and then, it flares up, it dies down, and it flares up, and then dies down. Make the move or don't. But I do know this: you guys aren't showing you believe in Tua, and I believe you're having buyer's remorse, especially that Justin Herbert got picked right behind you when he was sitting there, and you chose Tua over Justin Herbert, and you see what Justin Herbert's doing. I think you're having buyer's remorse. So either stick with them or you don't. Make a decision and make it quick because you're wasting a good defense. Because now their defense is starting to struggle because they're on the field all the time because your offense is non-existent. Um, you're not gonna, and this is bad when you can't even beat the Falcons. The Falcons aren't a good team either, but they're gonna have enough offense to beat the Dolphins because Dolphins' offense is, yeah. Jets Patriots. As much as I dislike Belichick, look, that's his calling card. Let me beat up on the rookies. He already faced I forget the Mormons boy. Uh, what's his name? Zach Wilson. There it is. Zach Wilson already beat him once this year. Um, he's gonna do it again. I know Zach Wilson's been playing well. They're coming off the bye. Maybe that might give him an edge. I think it'll be a closer game, but I'm pretty sure that Belichick will end up in the end draw up something good that'll get the young rookies head scratching. So Patriots win that one. Panthers, Giants. Now here's another team, the Panthers, who started 3-0 and now they're lost their last three. Good thing you get the Giants because they're 1-5 and they're not playing good football. Still having a lot of injuries to a lot of their key players. So um, Panthers are definitely going to take advantage of it. You need to. You're supposed to win the ones that you're supposed to win. That's how the game goes. Make sure you get the wins that you're supposed to win. This is when you're supposed to win. So go get it. Look, I know the Panthers want to get their offense back on track, but just be smart about it. Sam Darnold, just put him in good positions. I think this kind of contributes to the 3-game skid. Started turning the ball over, and you don't want that. So limit that on Sam Darnold's part. The defense is still fine, but you can see the defense is starting to break down because the offense is giving the ball away. That's more time on the field. You're going to get tired. Panthers win that one for sure. Bengals, Ravens. I actually like this matchup. You got 4-2 Bengals, 5-1 Ravens. Look, right now, Lamar Jackson is playing like an MVP. He's playing out of his mind. Um, you know, people always want to find something to critique him on, but you can't critique the fact that he wins. He's a winner. He's winning a lot of regular season games. He does need more success in the playoffs. He does. He does. He needs to win the big one before you put him in that upper echelon of quarterbacks. But as of right now, he looks like he's going for number two on his MVP. All right, he looked like he's going for number two on the MVP. He's balling. Um, carrying. He's. I don't want to say he's carrying that team because it's a team game. But when you lose your whole running back room, and now you got three running backs who you got to get caught up to speed on how to run the offense. Uh, Already Sammy Watkins is out. The first round pick, Bazemore from Minnesota, who was a wide receiver, hasn't played yet. Uh, you got injuries on defense, so he's been holding that team down. I'll say that. I don't want to say carry the team. It's still a team, but he got the Ravens going in the right direction. They look scary. They've shown that they can beat the good teams, and I saw what that defense did to Joe Burrow last year. I don't see anything different. Um, he might get one big play from Jamar Chase that they've been doing just because that secondary of Baltimore's been hit with injuries. But other than that, good luck. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball. So Joe Mixon is going to have to be effective in the passing game. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with Baltimore in this one. Uh, I'm not gonna say Bengals don't have a chance, but they're gonna have a lot to fall their way. That's all I'm gonna say to win this one. Eagles, Raiders. Just because I can't stand the Raiders, I picked the Eagles to win this. I don't know if it'll happen. Um, but look, the Eagles, they're a scrappy bunch, especially Jalen Hurts. Just give that man some time and give him some weapons. But you traded away Zach Ertz, so I didn't get that. You traded away a go-to guy, and he might struggle a little bit, but if you give the man some protection, some time, I think the Eagles will be all right. Of course, the Raiders, you get a win after that, drama-filled week with John Gruden over the Broncos, but I I know the Eagles are 2-4 and the Broncos are 3-4, but I think the Eagles are a better team. They'll at least try to move the ball on you. So, but I did this pick out of spite because I'm a Chiefs fan and I can't stand the Raiders. No, in reality, I think the Raiders will win this one. I just picked the Eagles because I can't do it. It's in my nature. I can't pick the Raiders. All right, I was born this way. Next up, we got the Lions versus the Rams, the two teams that did the quarterback swap this year. Of course, Matthew Stafford goes from the Lions to the Rams, and then Jared Goff goes from the Rams to the Lions. Uh, Lions are 0-6. I know everybody would love that story, especially Jared Goff if he goes back to LA and gets the win over the team that didn't want him, but it ain't gonna happen. Let that fairy tale die down. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna happen. Uh, and it's not that the Lions can't compete because they competed in every game. They just don't have the talent. Just don't have the talent. That's as simple as it is. When you just don't have the talent to, go up against a team like the Rams, I don't see this ending any good for the Lions. This might be a over at halftime kind of game where if you're watching it, yeah, it's time to find something else to do. I guess I'll go cut the grass. I guess I'll start dinner. That is going to be that game. Next up, you got Texans and Cardinals. Just going to be the same way too. Texans are horrible. Cardinals, the only undefeated team left in the NFL at 6-0. And then you got J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins on the Cardinals, who are both former Texans. Both were former, key pieces of that franchise. And I'm pretty sure they left with a little bitter taste in their mouth. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do all in their power to kick the shit out of the Texans, even though it won't take much. to get the shit out the Texans. So yeah, that's 2 games in a row where you're gonna be able to catch a nap or start dinner or start getting the kids ready for the week ahead. Yeah, that's gonna be a snoozer. That's gonna be done at halftime. um, what we got next? Chicago Bears, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, Buccaneers are going to win this one, but I'll say this: the Bears will be able to move the ball through the passing game. Tampa Bay's defense has they got a lot of injuries in the secondary, um, and they've been giving up a lot of yardage on this in the air on defense. Can't run the ball on them, but you could throw on them. And in a passing league like this, this might be a game that Justin Fields might be able to start getting it going. We'll see. I think it'll be a close game, but I still think that the Buccaneers edge this one out. Sunday night game, you got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I had picked the San Francisco 49ers coming off a bye. Gives that team a chance to get some people back healthy. I mean, look, the last few years, man, the San Francisco 49ers, man, they need to check their medical team because that whole team been brittle. They've been brittle. I'm talking about like they had 31 guys on the injured reserve list last year. You already lose your starting running back this year. They had injuries pretty much to a lot of their running backs, actually. You're talking about a team that just gets bit by the injury bug a lot. And look, you're going against a team in the Colts who I think they're underachieving right now. And it's primarily at the quarterback spot. I'm putting the blame on Carson Wentz. He can't beat the good teams, but he can beat the scrubs. That's why they're 2-4. The 4 teams that they played. Matter of fact, let me pull up their schedule real quick because I just looked at it the other day. They lost to the Seahawks when the Seahawks were good, and they had Russell Wilson in week 1. You lose to the Rams in a close game. They put up a fight, but still can't beat the good teams. You lose to the Titans. You beat the Dolphins. See, bad team. You can beat them. You lose to the Ravens. Close game though, and you beat the Texans. You beat the snot of the Texans. See, you get 2 wins over 2 doo-doo teams. Look. Speaking of injury, Carson Wentz is already playing hurt already. He just got off of foot surgery in June, and he's already showing hurt already. This guy needs a bye week ASAP. I get you want to play for your team, but I don't think you gave your body enough time to heal, especially coming off of foot surgery. And they were talking about 5 to 12 weeks, and here you are back in, on the shorter end of that. Hey, if they cleared you, they cleared you. You're playing, but you can't beat the good teams though. You just can't. So I can't put too much stock in the guy that can't beat the good teams. I just you got a hell of a defense. That Jonathan Taylor guy, I like him. That running back Jonathan Taylor, I like him. But the San Francisco defense ain't no slouch. They're going to get after Carson Wentz. They're going to get after it. Nick Bosa is going to be on Carson Wentz's ass that whole game. He's going to be on there. He's going to be right behind him, chasing him down. So Carson Wentz better be ready to run. Better be ready to escape the tackle box for real. I don't know, guys. I get why you go get Carson Wentz, but of his track record, I probably would have went in another direction. That's just me. I just I don't know. I think Carson Wentz gets in his own head too much. That's what it is. He gets in his own head too much, and he tries to think that he can be Superman. But sometimes, man, you just gotta know when to take the play that is given to you, what the defense gives you, and keep it moving. And he has to find a way to stay durable. He does. You know, as to me, that's a no brainer. He got to find his durability bone and find it, and get that attribute up. You know, like he playing Madden. Turn your injury up. No, we'll see what happens. I'm, 2-3 versus 2-4. It might be a good game. It might or it might not. We'll see. Um, Monday night game, of course, to end week 7. New Orleans Saints, Seattle Seahawks. Boy, them Seahawks in trouble, man. Uh, and not just because they're missing Russell Wilson, is because your defense isn't creating turnovers and they're not getting the sacks. Those Legion of Boom days are far gone. Um, Not only do you got injuries to your quarterback, who is a great one in Russell Wilson, you're having injuries in your running back field. And then you got DK Metcalf worried about getting in Twitter beefs with Shannon Sharp. When come on, uh, just worry about being great, DK. You got the chance to do it, uh, but I'm not sure if Gino is the right guy. But that's the only option you really got. Uh, and it's no diss to Gino, but you know, uh, they had a chance to win that game last week. All you had to do was hold on to the ball a couple of times. Got strip sacked a couple of times. You know that doesn't help. That does not help. Turnovers. That's the theme of the night. Turnovers do not help. That's football 101. Turnovers don't help. Um, Now with the Saints, look. That your key to victory is let Alvin Kamara do Alvin Kamara. Let him be Alvin Kamara. Let him be AK-41. Uh, Look, he's one of those talents that it must see TV. Other than that, the weaponry on that Saints offense is very limited, very limited. And I think it's limited even with Michael Thomas, because I think Michael Thomas is a limited wide receiver. That's just me, but um, Saints got some things some questions to ask and address towards the end of the season. I don't think they make the playoffs. I said it once. I'll say it again. I don't think the Saints make the playoffs only because they lack true weaponry on the offensive side. If a defensive team could shut down the opponent team on your defense could shut down Alvin Kamara, you pretty much shut down that offense. I mean, you're asking Jameis Winston to go win you the game? Yeah, good luck with that. I don't think Jameis the answer. And I damn sure know for a fact Taysom Hill ain't the answer um, for quarterback. But I did pick the Saints in this. I think they're the lesser of two trash teams in this situation. So they're winner by default. Winner by default. All right, now uh, that's all I got for week 7. Of course, we talked some sports in the basketball world, baseball world. Shout out to the Houston Astros making it back to the World Series. But look, y'all, there it is, episode 100 in the books. In the books, man, it feels good. Again, go over to the website www.iof19.com. Go down there, feeling real charitable. Drop some coins in our Patreon. Cop some merch. Get some I.O.W sports merch. I Have to Wonder podcast merch. And then of course J. Edwin collections on there. And night to you, Steph. Thanks for kicking it with me. You've been here for a majority of these 100 episodes, so I definitely appreciate the support. Definitely, bottom of the screen, go to your respective app store, get the I.O.W Network app. A lot of great stuff on there. But it's been real, y'all. God willing, we'll be back Monday, episode 101, I.O.W. Sports. Wildcard Martin signing off. Peace and love, people. Peace.
Solid Hill TDS. Hitchhikers. Let's go. Yo. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blunt roll, let it go. Release to the beast, about to take control, overload. Burn another shrub to keep my mind sedated, elevated, felt elated from withdrawal but never faded. Alcohol pumping out my system in need of patience. Point blatant, do it in reverse until the points taken. Put it in work to muscles jerk and my joints aching. Numbers don't lie, but I think these niggas point shaving. I am on another high. You can only taste the fragrance floating on the stroke. Bodies below twisted, agitated. Hand me another grain, watch me break down and light this bitch. Explosive tendencies, watch me spark and ignite the shit. Put the game in a chokehold with a tighten grip. Niggas inciting shit, host peeping, they bite the lips. Cold hearted bastard, give a hot bitch an icy kiss. Take a buzz to another level and heighten it. My karma is Dalai Lama, the smoke for enlightenment. Nigga drag me to hell with all the hounds and Leviathan things. Reach for a pack of guards, cause I'm about to smoke a quick. Pussy popping and percolate, I just want the smoke circulate. Losers will spectate and the haters will speculate, but I'm too busy taking all this vapor straight to the face. Damn. Shit.
Man, shit pretty good. Hey, man, you got a light?
Fuck that, how much more I need to Check. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blood go roll, let it go. Release to the beast, about to take control. Pick and roll with the bowl, whoa, watch the smoke unload. Let my soul sink into the flow, feel the flames below, ready to go. Light another pack, watch the blood go roll, let it go. Release to the beast, about to take control.